Part 53. About the fact that I unintentionally raised my sister to be a cripple. Author, Wo Buletin 11 Huan Tio Yu Lan. Chapter 528. Chapter 520, Extra, Valentine's Day Special Episode, 79, Part 2. Is it possible that my sister came to see someone tonight for some purpose? Tian Hai Julie Yulai, who was instantly seen through by her sister, said angrily. Aren't you in July? I'm coming. The daily necessary sister quarrel began again. She was obviously so loving when she first came home. Sakaki Hararaku has experienced this situation several times, and he has long summed up his experience. The best way to be in this situation is to not take sides. But after he chose to watch, the two sisters started to quarrel. Li Yulai accused Kyo of coming to eat secretly again at night, but Kyo said that this was a problem that her sister didn't notice, and she was not to blame. Lu Li said that Chi-Chi was too much, actually kidnapping Li Jun with such a shameful act, and that Li Jun should be given free choice. Chi-Chi retorted that this was shameless, that he was just applauding for love, and that the subsequent request would only give someone one more choice. The quarrel was inexplicable. But they were arguing, and Sakaki Hararaku understood the fundamental reason for the quarrel between them in their implicit exchange of hints. It turns out that they started arguing over who would go out first for Valentine's Day tomorrow morning. She had to come over to find her in the evening of July, and she was so warm-hearted and proactive, just so that she could accompany her in the morning and Li Yulai in the afternoon. Li Yulai definitely won't do it. My sister sneaked in without telling her. It's not fair competition. Then Chi-Chi thought that Li Yulai came here at night to do the same thing, and she didn't agree with Li Yulai's point of view. So the two of them started arguing in a turn-based manner. Sakaki Hararaku understood the cause and effect of the matter. But asking him to judge who is right and who is wrong and which side he takes is really not possible. But there was a saying in my previous life, if you can escape the first grade of junior high school, you can't escape the 15th grade. Sakaki Hararaku stayed in the corner of the bed and didn't listen for long before he was picked up by the two sisters. Who will Lejun choose? Aren't you guys having a great time arguing? Why did you call me? Select quickly, Tian Hai Kaimingyu commanded. Then I'll choose them all, choose them all. What's going on with you? Tian Hai Kaimingyu frowned. At the moment when his gaze swept across her face, Sakaki Hararaku remembered the feeling of being grabbed hard by Chi-Chi's waist. In July, there's nothing I can do about it, right? If you lift your pants, you won't recognize anyone, right? The girl's frown deepened. I don't have it. Look, Chi-Chi, this is the evidence that you are kidnapping Li Jun. Tian Hai Julie Yulai used the topic. Tian Hai Kaimingyu dismissed it. I'm just reminding someone that the three of us can't go out together during the day. Sister, don't be too happy. Someone has already agreed to my request before she came into this room, and sister also, do you understand the first come, first served rule? Lejun, is that true? Feeling the gaze from Ruri, Sakaki Hararaku's pressure doubled. Not only was he being watched by the two sisters at the same time, but the flesh on his waist was also held in Chi-Chi's hands. No again. Sakaki Barad twitched the corner of his mouth and quickly changed his lines. Lejun, it's okay, just tell the truth. I'll take care of Kyo for Lejun. Lejun. Okay. I agreed to come to Chi-Chi and said that I would agree to one of her requests. Tian Hai Kaimingyu moved her hair slightly behind her ears, showing her calm confidence. Sister, did you see that? Sakaki Hararaku is in trouble. He wanted to strike a balance between the two of them, but in the middle of having sex with Kyo just now, he did agree to Kyo's next request. According to the first come first served principle, July really comes first. Sakaki Harad told Ruri this information as tactfully as possible. Li Yulai was not the kind of unreasonable person, but she couldn't bear it and felt sad after hearing this. She looked at the two of them, as if they had abandoned her alone. She felt aggrieved. Sakaki Hararaku also felt sorry for Ruri when he saw it. Sister, just wait until the afternoon. I have a lot of free time in the afternoon. Tianhai Kaimingyu was not so ruthless. I won't do it. Huh? What did sister say? I said, I don't agree, Tianhai Julie Yulai said hard. After all, didn't Kyo make Lejun agree because he was in such a delirious state just now? Lejun must not have known it at that time. What are you asking for in July? It's like getting a person drunk and then holding his hand to draw a bond. It's completely unfair. Then what does sister want to do? Let Lejun choose again. That's not possible. Amamai Nanamai stretched out her snow-white arms like lotus roots to hug Sakaki Bararaku's neck, pushing his head toward her chest. Tonight alone, I put in more energy than my sister. Hey Kakio. Dash. Sakaki Hararaku was almost suffocated to death by Chi-Chi, but that was indeed the case. July said we want equality, right? That's good. What are you going to do, sister? You said you put in a lot of energy in Kyo. Well, I want to stand on the same starting line as you in Kyo. Same starting line? As soon as Sakaki Bararaku broke free from Chi-Chi's arms, he heard what Amamai Kuruori said. Wait, the same starting line as July, does this mean? Sakaki Bara stole glances at Amamai Kuruori again, and found that she had become in the same state as Nanamai Mingzuki in just a few minutes. The girl blushed and got on the bed with her bare white shoulders, reaching the other side of him. Wait a minute. Li Yulai, you don't want to fall in love with me in the middle of the night, do you? Otherwise. 7 months have passed, or is it because Lejun doesn't like me? Sakaki Hararaku choked. How dare he say he didn't like it? Lejun comes first. Come first? What comes first? Wait. Li Yulai. Don't worry. Chi-Chi is still here. Sakaki Bara's head was full of black lines and messy thoughts. He obviously wanted to have a good night's sleep tonight, so how could he torture someone like this in the middle of the night? Have you made your choice, Tianhai Kaimingyu asked him from the right. Yes, have you made your choice, Lejun? Kyo and I are both like this. Tianhai Julie Yulai's face was still red. Choose? What to choose? You forgot. Hearing this, Tianhai Kaimingyu had no choice but to turn to Tianhai Julie Yulai and said. Sister, come down here. It's me now. What? Are you coming again? Don't. I really can't do it anymore. Sakaki Hararaku stood up again when he saw Kaimingyu, but there was no way he could lie down. So, what about someone's choice? Let me think about it again, okay? I'll think about it again. This doesn't work, sister, continue. Ruri Sakaki Hara put his last hope on Jururi. Tianhai Julie Yulai still felt sorry for him, and tried to say to Chi Minjiao, how about this first? So sister is planning to go out in the afternoon tomorrow. Tianhai Julie Yulai frowned immediately. I didn't agree to this. Then this is not a question of whether my sister can answer or not, but a question of whether someone can answer or not. Doesn't my sister understand? So, Tianhai Ju really looked at Sakaki Hararaku below for help. Raku-kun. It's not even half an hour, is Lejun not satisfied with me? Can you say no? Not at all. Li Yulai will be sad if she says this, and Li Yulai will think that she is completely inferior to Kyo in this regard. Julai's plan also succeeded. In order to maintain his balance, he could only grit his teeth and persist. No, not at all. Then why doesn't Lejun agree to me? Tianhai Kaimingyu interjected from the side, sister, don't you understand yet? Sister is simply not as powerful as me. It's the same in this regard. Finally, there is no such thing. By the way, my sister's time is not as long as the time I spend with someone. The energy my sister consumes is still incomparable to me. If someone can't hold on, just choose to go out with me in the morning. Luli, continue with me. It feels good. Alright. Sakaki Hararaku knew that he might be half dead tonight. Asterisk. Hey, brother, why are you looking so pale? Is there any? When he got up and washed up at the weekend the next day, Sakakibara Raku happened to bump into Sakakibara Suzu after washing her face. Sakakibara Suzu twisted the washcloth in the hot water and nodded to him with great certainty. It's like being drained by a vampire. Are you sick? Raku Sakakihara turned his head like a zombie, brushed his teeth in front of the mirror, and murmured, the vampire didn't see the succubus named Amamai, but he saw too. Brother, what are you talking about? I didn't hear you clearly. Nothing. Oh, have you looked through my cardboard box? Why does it feel like someone has opened the box? No. Really? I don't have time to do anything to look through your cardboard box. Okay, after washing my face, I'm going to go out to eat the breakfast cooked by your sister Liulai. Alright. Sunday, the day after Valentine's Day, was sunny. Sakaki Hararaku wanted to point at the blue sky and scold this thief. Why the hell did it stop raining? He couldn't handle the Shuro field he went to last night, and he had to go out again today, so there must be more. As for who he chose last night, Sakaki Hararaku could only say that he worked hard until the end. I really can't stand the two sisters fighting each other. Who can bear it? Fortunately, Sakaki Hararaku persisted, and tried hard to bring the two of them to a straight line after their efforts last night. Liulai and Kyo saw that he seemed to be dying, and felt distressed again, so they each took a step back and chose to join the three of them. Go out. They quarreled and bickered. The relationship between sisters is still there, and the clothes they chose are exactly the same, which is the same dress they wore when Raku Sakakihara met them for the first time. After all, why don't we come out together in the end? No one owes anyone anything. Tian Haikaiminyu was wearing a domed sun hat, with white lilies dotted on the left side. She said angrily, how dare you say that when I see you on the street later? Tian Haijuli Yulai has the same style of dome sun hat. The lily is opposite to that of her sister, located on the right side. She cleverly hugged Sakakibara's arm and said rationally. That's the problem, Lejun, look at it, if you meet a classmate by chance on the street, how will Lejun explain how you hold both of our hands at the same time? Isn't this simple? Let's go shopping first. On the second day of Valentine's Day, the commercial streets full of modern art style were still full of people coming and going. As for what Sakakihara said is simple, it is indeed very simple. He didn't have any shame, so he took the two sisters' arms and went shopping at the same time as a matter of course. As expected, the two of them attracted the attention of quite a few people. Kyo and Liulai are extremely beautiful. Even if they were simply dressed up in a sky blue dress, they would still be eye-catching. How could two innocent and beautiful twin girls like these not be the center of attention when walking on the street? In addition, they were held by a man on the street at the same time, and the rate of turning back was close to 100%. Even when they sit down to drink coffee and eat something sweet, they are attracting the attention of passers-by. Sakakihara was not afraid, but Ruri was worried. Wouldn't this be too showy? What's the matter? According to the relationship, you are also my adopted sisters. Tian Haikaiminyu secretly inserted the cherry on her sister's cake into her mouth with a fork. Someone never regarded us as adopted sisters. I think so too. Ah. Chi. You ate it secretly again. Why does sister always like to say the word stealing? Tian Hai Chi Minjia quickly threw the cherry on her cake into her mouth. Sakakihara Raku could only give Ruri his cherry with a wry smile. Lejun should be nicer to me. Huh? Brother, where's me? You've already eaten 2 in July? Don't ask for Lejuns again. My sister is helping my brother to bully me, right? It's obviously you who bullied me and Lejun. Sister, I remember that we used to be very close to each other. It's not even July, you always like to eat secretly. I told you, sister, don't say the word stealing again, otherwise you will look like a loser. It's not up to Chi-Chi to have the final say. Ellie June, come here. Kiss me quickly. Okay. Sakakibara boldly kissed Ruri on the cheek. Sister Tianhai-Chi Minjio's eyes instantly turned cold. Chi-Chi feels uncomfortable when she sees me in the open. You know how I feel when I eat something secretly. Let Lejun come a few more times. Okay. Sakakibara left a few more kisses on the beautiful face that Amamai Kurayuri took the initiative to approach. I know, don't be jealous Inchi. Taking advantage of the fact that no one was looking in the dessert shop, Sakakihara tapped Chi-Chi's cheek a few more times. That's pretty much it? We won't quarrel now, will we? It depends on whether my sister will provoke me. It's too much. It's obviously you who provoked me in Kyo. Didn't sister provoke you just now? Is that an example for you to see the facts clearly in Kyo? Don't listen, sister is so verbose. July. Come again, come again. Sakakibara's excitement grew louder again, but maybe it would be healthier for the two sisters to bicker like this. The next date is simple. After shopping, I went to buy clothes. After I bought the clothes, I left them in the store and went to the amusement park to play. Take a ride on the roller coaster, ride the rapids, and then try out the various couple games in the amusement park, such as holding balloons back to reach the finish line, sitting face to face and not laughing, etc. July is a weakling when holding balloons back to back, but Liulai is particularly powerful. No laughing challenge. Every time Sakakihara Raku faced Chi-Chi's cold face, he couldn't even hold on for 2 seconds. There have been so many games for couples that the person in charge of these projects is still wondering why he brought a girlfriend to participate in the game twice. Can Raku Sakakibara say that all his dates are double dates? And when participating in a tacit understanding challenge, when counting down to 3 seconds to name a fruit or a drink at the same time, Kiju's cooperation has never been inferior to anyone's. He even topped the crowd and directly won the championship of the mini-game. Raku Sakakihara stood in the audience and watched the two twins standing on the podium of the small game at the same time, with a smile on his face. It was really fun to participate in each activity. This time things are truly reconciled. Sakakibara also bought them the same ice cream as proof that they would no longer quarrel today. July's, Liulai's. Thank you Lejun, but why give it to Kia first? It means someone likes me more. July. Not long after, the two sisters started bickering again. Well. Okay, let's just pretend that Sakakibara Raku didn't say anything before. From now on, the daily bickering and jealousy between the two sisters will probably become the norm forever. But it looked like they were quite happy bickering. It seems very happy to watch them bickering like this for the rest of their lives. Raku Sakakihara was eating ice cream on the side and smiled with satisfaction.